What is up, killers? Kev here, and today back with a brand new episode of Skyrim Special Edition. Today we are going to be looking at 5 mods that completely overhaul the game. But without further ado, guys, let's just jump straight into the video. For our first mod within the video is going to be Skyrim Floral Overhaul HD. This is going to be the trees only version, coming in at a big boy download size of 201.4 megabytes of a download. A mesh and texture overhaul for all of the Skyrim Floral features, adding 18 new tree models, improving tree and plant textures. The green forest appears too deep and old. Also, the trees are much taller, as you can tell on the screen now. And another feature that I didn't include within the video clip, the snowy trees are much more detailed with heavy snow and some bent branches to give the effect of the realism that snow is actually bowing the branches throughout the trees. Improve the LOD, which is much increased, which is absolutely beautiful, hence that download size, and minimizes the FPS loss when coming to those textures, and the resolution is absolutely on point. High texture resolutions and models and meshes throughout this particular mod is very well optimized, and it fitted absolutely beautifully with all of my other different floral / overhaul graphic mods to do with my game. Rorikstead Overhaul. This one is coming in at 10.7 kilobytes of a download. This is a simple Rorikstead Overhaul. What the mod author has done is add more trees to make it feel a little bit more enclosed, more like a town, a little bit more alive to fit the lore within the game. This is going to be compatible with all your graphics mod. For me, it had no issue whatsoever. Didn't tank anything, didn't change anything. It was absolutely beautiful. Gives that city or that settlement a little bit more of a vibe, a little bit more of a stay around tone, which I do kind of like as well. Leafeater's Solitude Tree Overhaul JKs. This one is coming in at 26.1 kilobytes of a download. For the use of this one, you will need the JKs of Skyrim Overhaul. I do currently have it within my graphics settings, or setup, shall I say, via mods. I will link the big boy package right next to this one. But for this one, it adds a little bit more of the greenery, if not adds a load more trees to the settlement or city of Solitude. This one is very interesting and nice too. If you want a more of a fleshed out description, there is going to be a link to the nexusmods.com of this particular mod within the description of the Bethesda on their website. Aetherius, a race and standing stone overhaul, coming in an incredibly low 805.1 kilobytes of a download. Aetherius is a vanilla plus overhaul that aims to make races more meaningful without making them more distant from the base games, a little bit more true to what they actually would be within the vanilla base game. Again, when it came to Bethesda making these particular games, some little things are going to be hit and miss, and again with the special edition we should have had a lot of fixes to do with the base game, and this one definitely does take the biscuit on this particular sort of area, which is going to be the standing stones, and overall just a mixed sort of opinions to do with the ability races too. A featuring of this one is a set of all starting skills to be 5 instead of 15. Each race has a major skill that starts at level 20 and 5 minor skills that start at level 15. This changes nearly double the stats increase often by the race without changing the balance of the middle or late game within the base game too. So it's a slight variation of that one if you want to sort of tweak that up. For me, kind of accelerated in certain areas instead of a constant flow. This one you will get a flow throughout your gameplay, as I said before, from early to late game. Enemy benefits from this one, so the changes will be like the player, so Nords you encounter will have some extra health, obviously corresponding to that particular race as well. All racial greater powers have been replaced by passive bonuses. For instance, high elves have 50% extra magicka regeneration instead of the sort of highborn greater power. Stones have a rework the use of all levels of the play. The warrior, the thief and the mage stones now give valuable bonuses for early game characters instead of the simple increasing level speed. And several stones offer greater powers or come with the sort of downsides too, so it's pretty much you're going to be forced, or sort of you should do your research in which one you are going to be picking on this particular one, as they will actually mean their properties for the stone, so the player will enjoy the sort of mechanics and build around them instead of being forced into sort of a particular gameplay that you will like. You will actually be able to play sort of that stone that you chose, aka that sort of fleshed out sort of straight arrowed character that you are aiming for on that particular one. If you want a full synopsis of this particular sort of breakdown to do with this particular mod, it actually links a very lengthy description within the Nexus mods page. That is going to be within the own description of the Bethesda one. It's a couple of clicks away. Go and have a little read up. Personally, I will be keeping this one whenever I do start a new base game, or just generally. This is definitely going to be a go-to. It just makes sense. If you're going to be playing sort of a thief, you want to be choosing the thief stone instead of playing a thief, but choosing maybe the sort of warrior stone just for the bonus attributes to do with that and intertwines with your different race. Logically, you want to be getting this one just because of the playthrough style that you will be doing within the game. Epic Enhanced Morthal is going to be coming at 233.5 kilobytes of a download. This is going to be the epic version of Morthal. Last time the mod author made this particular one was adding a few different things here and there, but now has made sort of like a fully established compound, to be totally honest. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It makes it bigger, it has a wall round it as two, has loads of aesthetics such as campfire, towers, to do with certain different areas that you wouldn't expect it from 2. Basically added a castle surrounding this particular city, almost similar to what Solitude would have within the vanilla base game. It does look really, really awesome. The mod authors kind of inspired it off the city from the Shadow of Mordor. If you guys can see the resemblance, let me know down in the comment section below. I personally just like this, just for the aesthetic point of view, as the high walls around this looking absolutely beautiful. There is a ton of exploration within this particular mod. Again, for such an incredibly low download size of only 233.5 kilobytes of a download, I really do hope the mod author does this with other different settlements, as that would be absolutely kick-ass. This is a really great, not only for the visual, but for that download size too. So guys, that's the end of this episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, I would very much appreciate a like on the video. Click that subscribe button. Rorikstead as well, there is going to be a little bell icon. If you click that, you will get a notification in some way, shape or form when I upload a video to the channel. But until the next one guys, Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.